My name is Jason. I am a 45-year-old man working at a local supermarket as a manager. My ex-wife Maria worked at a local firm, offering financial services. I met Maria at a local fair and we were introduced by a common friend. I was pleased to meet her and liked how she was calm and pleasant. We dated for a year and during this time we did not move in with each other, nor did we engage in any sort of intimacy. Maria stated that she was a religious person and wanted to wait till our marriage. I respected her choice and waited for the marriage. Once we got married, I moved in with Maria. The day I moved in, I was greeted by 5 cats with loud hisses. I knew that she has cats, but whenever I had visited her before the marriage, they were either locked away or out of the house. On our first night, I am a bit taken aback when I discover that Maria is not the unopened kin that she claimed that she is. She did, however, explain that since she was an athlete at school and college, it is common to have the hymen broken. It was logical and I believed her. So I went back for round 2. We have an amazing chemistry and she is my best friend. We have weekly movie night, occasional open-air dinners in our backyard. The intimacy was great, and Maria was very creative in her acts. We did not plan to have kids for at least 5 years of marriage. So, kids were not in the immediate planning list. 2 years into our marriage, Maria was now more outgoing and the cats now are used to me, but I cannot pet them. They still despise me. 2 of them had died and were replaced by new ones. There were days that Maria left the cats for me to cater to. I hated these days. As much as I love Maria, there are things that she does at times that I doubt my blind trust in her. There are times that I could smell men's colon on her. She claims it's because she was in a crowded lift. At times, her lipstick was smudged. She claimed that she was eating a snack and did not fix it. At times she tried something new in bed. I was surprised and, although I enjoy it, but I always wonder how she gets that in her mind. I, however, kept my doubts buried deep in my heart and decided to keep loving my wife. Maria's transformation kept going on. She gained weight and was more outgoing. Her parties and night outs with her friends increased. While she was enjoying, I was here at home with 5 deranged cats who I believe secretly are planning to kill me. Maria also has a new hobby of creating TikTok videos. One day I decided that I will follow her on one of these outing. I saw her going out with her friends and later in a few minutes she came out and sat in an unknown car and it drove off. I followed the car to a house and I parked a few blocks away and walked to the house. I tried to take a peek inside and could not see anything. I tried to go to the back and could hear faint moans, but nothing that can confirm my fears. All this time my heart was beating hard and there were times that I felt that I would pass out. I walked away from the house towards my car. I reached my car and just collapsed near the door. It seems that I was out for a few seconds. I do not remember. I quickly gathered myself and drove back home. Later that night, Maria came home and I confronted her. She was shocked and was at a loss of words. I explained that I followed her to the house she went, and it was at this moment that she knew that she was caught. She started crying and apologizes for cheating me. I did not say a lot and just packed a few of my clothes and left the house. I told her I am leaving and I just walked out. I went to a motel and asked my friends to arrange for a new house for me. I later moved with my father till I can get a new house. I moved in a new house after 2 weeks a night. By this time I had cut all contact with Maria and I am now planning to start the divorce process. After a month I had Maria served and I was now waiting for the divorce proceedings to start. It took a few months, but I finally got my freedom. One day a friend of mine met me and told me that I am a lucky sob that dodged a cannonball. I did not understand and asked what does he mean. He then unlocked his phone and played a video. A couple of months ago, I was talking to this guy and I got into kind of a weird situation. He texted me at like 2 o'clock in the morning and asked me if I wanted to have a threesome. I've literally never done that before, so I told him maybe 2 o'clock in the morning isn't the right time to text me. So I wake up at 5 a.m. and I was like, well, I mean, I'm down to have some fun with you. Maybe you could come over. He was like, yeah, I'm down, but I can't convince you to, like, have fun with me and his other guy. And I said no, absolutely not. It's so instead of me driving to pick him up, he convinces me to Uber out there and drive his car back to my place. Because apparently he didn't have money to Uber to and from. So I get the Uber and drops me off, and now she's dropping me off. He sends me a text saying, oh hey my friends, mom woke up. I'm not even supposed to be here. I can't come outside until she goes back to bed. It's cold outside. I'm apparently close to a sketchier part of town. I said, let me get this straight. You're putting your friend, who may or may not get in trouble when his mother finds out you're over there before, someone that you've known for months, who is outside and vulnerable and cold, and could easily get kidnapped. He didn't answer. When I've been out there an hour, I thought this was going to be a pick him up and let's go. I didn't realize that he was going to leave me outside for an hour by myself. He later joked if Will Smith could show some balls like you and dump Jada Pinkett Smith brothers before hoes. She cheated on me for this piece of human trash who ditched her for his friend's mother. That is karma. 101. Maria's transformation to a level 34304 is quick and disgusting. I knew something was fishy about her, but did not know that her true colors will be out so soon. I was thanking the heavens and my stars that I got out of the clutches of that woman. A few days later, Maria called me and asked if I can meet her for a coffee. I declined. There is nothing to discuss with her. The calls did not stop and ultimately I had to block her number. My friend later came laughing and played another video on his phone. My husband is still adamant that he can't come home because nothing will be the same. And I asked him, isn't that the point? Weren't we supposed to be trying to work on our marriage and make things better? Actually, he told me he wanted the divorce. I called him crying because I didn't feel like I could pack up all of his stuff and go through a storage unit by myself. It's difficult. It's daunting. I fucking hate it. He gets everything related to the marriage and I have fun whenever he starts going through everything. Every fucking hard doing life without him. I don't have anybody to help me feed the cats when I'm not home. Help me clean the litter boxes. Help me find my phone. I lose my phone all the time and my hearing. Being on school, I can't tell when my phone is, so he would have to call it and help me find it. I can't talk to him like we used to. I don't have my bestest best friend anymore. That's what he called me. This business best friend. I don't get to go to bed with him and wake up with him. So I am the cat feeder and the person who does your chores. You had your bestest best friend with you. You chose to blow it up. You made your bed, not sleep in it. I felt disgusted and my friend joked and asked if I was a husband or a maid. I gave him an angry look and told him that he now needs to pay my tab for the drinks for making a joke on me. He laughed and agreed. It has been 2 years and I have a big Rottweiler named Freddie. My friend still jokes about me getting fried. As for him, I adopted the dog to keep cat ladies away. I don't disagree. I plan to get into the dating game soon and this time I will ensure that there is no cat lady. Dear listener, if you have reached this far, please click on the subscribe button. It will be a great help.